There are hundreds of thousands of mods for Minecraft, so sometimes it can be hard to find the hidden gems that really enhance your gameplay. So I thought, why not make a video going over my top 5 favourite mods of all time, and explain why I enjoy them so much. Now before I get into this, I do want to preface that I mainly use CurseForge in 1.20.1, so there might be some really cool mods that I've never played before. While most of my favourites are within these versions, I've picked some which are not. So I'll keep what versions each of the mods are in for both game version and mod loader in the corner right here. Also, if you have any suggestions for great mods that I don't cover, then why not drop them in the comments, and who knows, if this video does well, then I might decide to make part 2. Now, without any further ado, may I present to you... In my number 5 slot, I've gone for Warrior. This is a mod that adds a lot of cool war-based blocks, items, and mobs to the game. This mod adds guns for close-up fights, cannons for medium-range defense, and even bombs and nukes to be able to attack your enemies from the skies. Speaking of which, this mod is fully compatible with Valkyrian skies. Another great mod that is not on this list, to be able to make things such as tanks, cars, and planes to really immerse yourself within whatever battle you take on. The visuals within this mod are insane to say the least, with traces coming off bullets, smoke coming from explosions, and glares coming off the really big explosions. Overall, this is a great pick for those of you looking to make a small server with friends to make large wars within. In my number 4 slot, I have gone for Pam's Harvest Craft. This mod adds hundreds of foods to the game, with tons of tree types and crops to grow. This mod also allows you to set up the farm of your dreams. My personal favourite part about this mod is gathering up each crop and placing them into a large grid of land, and being able to harvest them all at once. This mod also adds tons of foods to craft using these crops, allows you to make cheaper recipes of already existing foods, and even lets you make meat from animals by crafting it with the plant alternatives. With so many foods, it's almost guaranteed to have all the foods you like, so that you can set up your own stores and sell all different types of food in a server, or just set up a farm and be able to mass produce your favourite food in single player. This mod adds a ton, and I would almost certainly recommend it to players who enjoy farming. In my number 3 slot, I have gone for Throwback. This mod tries to recreate the feel of Terraria in the style of Minecraft, adding tons of bosses, structures, and items to do this. This mod has some of the funniest additions, such as the Shadow Wizard Money Gang and their guns, a microwave that acts as a gun and shoots radiation, and even a Super Saiyan Sniffer as a boss. This mod adds so much to the game, being amazing for any type of player, with a large amount of progression to take you through the entirety of the game, while still feeling like it could have been a path Mojang went down in an alternative universe. In my number 2 slot, I have gone for Formcraft. This is one of the most classic magic mods within the modding scene, with a huge progression which is one of the best I've seen within the mods that I've played. Having to actually research into the things you want to create before you can create them. This, along with the multi-block that it introduces, that is extremely customizable so you can reduce the instability of your crafts, really show how in-depth and thought out all of the mechanics within this mod are. In my number 1 slot, I've gone for Cliff-Off Awakening. This is still fairly in development and was only recently created. However, the bosses that it adds in just the first few updates is already enough to earn the top spot in my list of favourite mods. The bosses that it adds have a huge amount of attacks, having a whole tab before you actually fight the boss to tell you what each attack does. And the best part? This tab has a scroll wheel. Each boss has so much content that makes you really feel like you're fighting a Dark Souls boss, while still feeling entirely like Minecraft. One of the mechanics that these bosses have that is my personal favourite is Malkuth's attacks, which depending on what colour your wheel is, allows you to walk through the opposite element. This mod is definitely one of the coolest out there, and the fact that there is still going to be so much more is the real cherry on top. Thanks for sticking around till the end. If you want to see more, then consider hitting that subscribe button so that you'll be notified when a new video comes out, as I'm trying to make a video every week the whole year, trying to put out the best I can each week. And as I said at the beginning of the video, drop your favourite mods down in the comments. Whether you just want to say one or make your own top 5, I'll read all of them and try to play each mod you suggest. And who knows, I might even put them into another video if this does well. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you